Hi, I'm Kate and I am the Education and Events Director at the Victorian Law Foundation. I am also the event lead for Victorian Law Week. Victorian Law Week, as we know, is an opportunity for the public to engage with the justice system in an informative, educational and fun way. Victorian Law Week includes a statewide program of more than 190 events run by large and small organisations working across government, legal and community services. Events are delivered in person, live online and on demand and are aimed at demystifying the legal system. This year, Victorian Law Week will run from the 15th of May until the 21st of May 2023. Event registrations are currently open and they will close on the 24th of March. The Victorian Law Week 2023 program will be launched on the 28th of March. To be accepted into the Victorian Law Week program, your event must take place within Victoria, improve the Victorian community's understanding of the law or the legal system, be designed for individuals or small business, and be open to the public. In the spirit of Victorian Law Week, it's our preference and tradition that all members of the community are able to participate without charge. If you need to charge a fee to cover the operating expenses of your event, please note that this amount must not exceed $25 per ticket. We reserve the right to review and approve the ticket prices, and please feel free to email me if you have any questions or would like to discuss your idea to make sure it fits within these criteria. This year, we've chosen some key themes around everyday law problems for Victorian Law Week. These themes are: do you have issues with your house and home? Have you got issues with something you bought? Standing up for your rights? Do you have family or relationship issues? Do you want to learn more about Victoria's legal system? We'd really like to see events in the Victorian Law Week program that fit within each of these themes. So by way of example, if we take the first theme, do you have issues with your house and home? The sorts of legal information events we'd like to see in the program on this topic would include an event that helps people learn about how they can address any mould or damp problems they might be experiencing, or an event that helps people get support with a difficult landlord, or perhaps an event that might assist someone who is experiencing problems arising from debt or mortgage stress. If we consider theme 2, standing up for your rights, the sorts of legal information events that we'd like to see in the program about this topic would include an event that provides people information about how to manage issues with fines and infringements, or an event that provides people with information about their employment rights. These examples are certainly not an exhaustive list. Please do not hesitate to contact me if you have any questions about any of the 5 themes or if you'd like to run an event idea by me. We are here to help you create a meaningful event. The Victorian Law Week 2023 website contains lots of useful information about defining the purpose of your event, considering your target audience, the format of your event, and so much more. You can register your event submission by using our event registration form, which is located on our website. Before you fill out this form, I'd really recommend running through the pre-event registration checklist that can also be found on the Victorian Law Week website. Once you have registered your event, our comms team may provide you with some suggestions that will enhance the messaging about your event to ensure that it is ready to be promoted when we launch the program on the 28th of March. Once you have registered your event, you will also have access to our Event Organisers Toolkit. We've designed this toolkit to make developing and promoting your event really easy. In this toolkit, you can find guides, templates, and support that can help you plan your event and really bring it to life. For instance, the resource library contains social media and email templates that you can simply add the details of your event to and use to promote your event. The resource library also contains some helpful information about how to use Facebook Live and Instagram Reels. This brings me to the end of the information I wanted to share with you. Again, please do not hesitate to reach out to me if you have any questions. It's an absolute privilege and pleasure to be able to work with you all to bring Victorian Law Week 2023 to life. To end this information session, I'm delighted to be able to show you a short question and answer interview between Nikita, who's the Events and Education Coordinator at the VLF, and Bronwyn Cole, who's the Program Coordinator at Goulburn Valley Libraries. Bronwyn has kindly volunteered to share with you all about her experience running 17 events during Victorian Law Week. Thanks, Nikita and Bronwyn.
Welcome, Bronwyn. Thanks so much for making the time to talk to us today about your experiences as a Law Week event organizer.
No problem, I'm excited.
Can you tell us about your organisation and your role?
My name's Bronwyn and I'm the program coordinator for Goulburn Valley Libraries. So we sit up in Northern Victoria. We cover everywhere from the Murray down to Avenel. So about 175 kilometres north to south. And in that catchment area, I've got 11 fixed branches that I work with and a mobile service that does the smaller towns in between. Yep.
Perfect. Can you tell us about the events you've organised for Law Week 2022? Who were your partner organisations and what form did these events take, like online or in person?
Yep. So in 2022, we did a mix of online and in person. Because most people were just getting comfortable coming back into the space, we did primarily do in-person sessions. The only one we decided to keep online in 2022 was one that particularly related to domestic violence. We felt people would be more comfortable if they could Zoom in from a different location. And there was the anonymity sort of situation. This year, once again, we're planning to do a mix. So last year I had 17 events across our network. And I partnered with everything from Vic Police, Legal Aid, Consumer Affairs. Yes, I'm reading it. The local council shire. What we did was we got an officer to do with local bylaws to come in and speak. We engaged with the court system in a couple of different ways. So we had speakers come in and actually workers from the court system. And then, of course, I got some local solicitors involved.
Yeah, really cool. Yeah. And how's your event planning going for 2023 Law Week?
So look, I'm not going to lie, it's hard work because when you've got that many spaces and that many different communities that we're trying to meet the needs of, I start months before Law Week's even thought of. And I ask the local people in the community what they want to hear. And then I've got to try and track down information. So to give you an example, one of our smaller towns that's primarily a rural farming area requested information on farm succession, and they wanted a solicitor to speak to that topic. We also recently, like a lot of the state, had some extensive flooding in some of our areas. So a few of the speakers that I've got coming are about legal rights in association with flooding and disasters and stuff like that.
And with regards to your events for last year, what was the impact of those events?
So we, up here, because some of our towns are quite small, we believe that if we are helping one person, then we're helping people that need the information. So we don't look so much at the number of people that attend, we look at an impact from a different perspective, and we ask for feedback from those people. And even if they've come into town and had a conversation with the local police officer, the feedback from that's been incredibly positive. So we think rather than, while we do count how many people we've got attending, of course, we're looking at the impact we're having on those people and the community. Yep.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for your time, Bronwyn.